I am doing a brand new makeup focus on Lancôme. If you want to see what I'll be using during the month of December, then stick around. Okay, let's get this out of the way. If you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content on this channel in general, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot. Hi there, it's Hélène with another video. This time I am bringing you another brand new focus. I am actually going to have this brand new focus in conjunction with my holiday palette brand new focus. If you haven't seen this video for the holiday palettes, I did it yesterday, but I will link it right in the cards here. I am going to be introducing a bunch of Lancôme products to go along with all those holiday palettes. I had received this holiday set from Lancôme. If you have not seen this big reveal for this set, I will also link it in the cards. I was so impressed by the value of this set. It was over 10 full-size products and the case, and the value was tremendous. So I thought it was a really good time for me to use this makeup given it's a holiday set. So I want to go over everything that is in this train case along with a few other products that I got from Lancôme to make sure that I could give kind of a whole focus on the Lancôme makeup brand, along with, like I said, those holiday palettes. I think we can kind of go in order of application. So I will first off show you this is one of the products that I have purchased since that in a separate video I talked about how I was really torn between a given purchase for Lancôme and getting the dual finish. And the purchase that I did end up making first was the night cream because I thought doing a brand new focus on skincare was more important. And I just kept thinking about this dual finish. This is a makeup that I've had for years, and I did pan it and loved the whole process of panning it, and I just decided I want to use it. I want to use it if I'm doing a focus on Lancôme. It just felt like I needed to include this. So this is, again, the box. It's very flashy. It's the dual finish box. I love the compact. It is very sturdy, and it has a very nice clasp, and inside you have a good size mirror. There is a nice protector tray to make sure that the makeup does not get damaged until you want to use it. There's a puff, and then this is the product. And the product, there are 19 grams of products in here, and it has a slight perfumey smell, but it's a perfumey smell that is pleasant. It's not an overload. Now I had to guess on the shade match, but I really do think I was basing it on the naming convention and kind of color that I had before. But I think, what do you think? I think it's actually not a bad match. So I'm going to give it a shot and see how it goes. So really excited about that. I might as well show you just the couple of powder things that I got as well. So just going out of order, I guess, changing my mind. Okay, so the next one is actually a translucent powder. This is the 100. There are 3 different shades. I picked the lightest one. And this is a silky loose powder, it says. So this is the container. And on the inside, I won't open it right now as far as the actual product, but there is a powder puff included. And as you can see, this is what the sifter looks like. And this one has 15 grams of product in it. These makeup products are relatively expensive. I think the dual finish was around $45. And this one was around the $50 mark. I'll make sure to put the costs of each one of those respective products on the screen if I haven't done it already. But I have heard great things about this powder, and this one was kind of a ride or die product for years that I would only be able to wear once in a while, but when I really needed a foundation for something, then that was the one I was going to. It lasted me literally 4 years, but it was fantastic. And so I'm looking forward to using it, especially since now, given my better skin, I could wear it every day if I wanted to. So that's great. There were a couple of lipsticks in the train case, and as a special offer, when I bought one of those 2 other purchases, I also got another one. I will show you the other 2 lipsticks, but I'll show you this one now because it was not part of the original train case, and this is it. I haven't even swatched it yet. It is called, and it's a full size. It is called the number 337, the New Pink, and it's a sheen lipstick. So I'll just end up swatching all these lipsticks for you. So here is the sheen lipstick. It's very nice, very flattering, kind of it's definitely cool, but very, very, very sparkly bright. And since we're on the lipstick train, this is the other package that I purchased. It's in the same packaging design as the train case came in. So it is definitely part of the Lancôme Christmas set. And this is a set of 8 lip products. We've got the L'Absolu Lacquers, so 4 lacquers, and then 4 rouge, which are their lipsticks. Now, these are all minis, and I'm going to take them all out of the plastic before continuing because it's going to make a lot of noise. Okay, so like I said, 4 lipsticks and 4 lip lacquers. So let's start with the lipsticks. They're a little bit smaller size, so just to give you an idea, this is the full size, this is a mini. And let's just look at how they are on the inside. Oh yeah, they're the usual mini size of lipstick. Just a second here. I thought I was going to drop the mini fully open. That would not have been good. Okay, so here we go. Here's the comparison between the full and the mini. But I find, I don't know about you guys, but when I have a bunch of colors, I'd rather kind of have a mini because it's really hard to get through them. All right, so I had this one open first, and it is a cream, and it's the 132. Okay, and I just checked. It's not the same red as the one in the train case. The next one is a matte. It's the 378. So this one is a lot more pink. I'll just show you all the swatches at the end. Next one is the 202. This is a nice nude. Oh, very, very sheer. Wow, this is very nude. Yeah, it says sheer. So it's almost like a lip balm tint. And then this one, as I went and swatched it before showing you, is again a sheer 317. All right, so here we go. So we have the 132 right here. Then the 378, that's the really hot pink. Almost has a blue undertone hot pink, hey? Woof! The next one is the 202, very, very sheer. But I'm glad it's not like a milky nude because I think that that would not look good on me. And then the 317 sheer. Yeah, I like these so far. Very, very nice colors. And I can see how some of them are complementary to each other. So we'll go and do the lacquers next. The first lacquer I have is the 134. I could see this going with the 132. So I'll swatch them all, then I'll show you, okay? The lacquers really go with the lipsticks for the most part. There's only one that really stands out. So the first one I said was 134, so that's this one right here. The next one is 323 right here. And then the other two, just get the bottles here because I can't remember all these numbers. The third one is 378 right here. And then finally the purple one, which really intrigued me, is the 490. Look at that color. And it was kind of weird in the tube because it's so dark. But on the hand it looks pretty good. And they feel like these are not going to dry down. They're definitely a lacquer, and so probably an invisible liner is what I'll use so that they don't end up all over me. But I like all these colors. I think that they are all wearable. And I'm really intrigued by this lipstick though. I think this might end up might turn into an everyday lipstick. It feels really comfortable in the hand. Same thing with this sheer one back here. I think that's like a grab and go lipstick. You can just quickly put on the lips. Don't worry about it being all over, and I bet you would look really good. So since I am on these lacquers, I think that I will start with the lip products that came in the train case, because that's where we're at now, is to go through the makeup in the train case. So the train case came with 2 lipsticks, another one, another nude. Now these are full size. Just going to show you here. I did swatch them when I went through the train case video, but I will swatch them here just so that you can compare it to the other 2 sets of colors that I have received. That extra full-size lipstick and then that lipstick set, because I think it's helpful to see everything swatched together. Oh yeah, there's a big difference between the reds. In my mind, it was like, oh, these are going to be the same reds, but no, there's the full-size red that I got is a lot more of a blue undertone than the newer mini. So here's the mini, and here's the red that I originally got in that train case. So you can see that they are different. So a little bit more pulling to the orange on that one compared to the other one. And then this is the nude that I got in the train case. And so that nude is a sheen, whereas this nude was a sheer, I think. Let me just check here. So the pink one is a sheen and the haute nude is a cream. So yes, this is a sheen, and this this is a cream. Cream and sheen, and I can definitely see the difference. Yeah, the cream is thicker. The sheen makes me think almost like a lipstick gloss. It wipes off very easily, but the color is not super intense. But I think, again, I like all of these colors, and I can see how they would be very wearable for the Christmas season. And I love the fact that I have 3 red options. I think that's fabulous. Okay, I'm going to wipe my hand before I smear lipstick all over the place, and I'll be right back. So here I am back from washing my hand, and I kind of go, you know, you have purchased a while back makeup wipes, specifically so that you could stay put, wipe off your hand, and keep going. Do you think I used them? No, of course not. Okay, moving on. All right, for the rest that is in the train case, there are going to be a bunch of mascara products. I will not have any brow products, but I will be using the brow products I intended to use, not a big deal. But I do have a lot of lash products. So here we go. There is a Cils Booster XL. Very, very nice product. I am going to open it up. It has very good reviews. This is the wand, and it is a primer. I have not used a mascara primer for a while, so this is going to be a good way to get back into it. There is also the Lancôme Définicil, which is a mascara, a high definition mascara. And because I'm going to be using it, I will open it for you. I don't open mascaras to show unless I'm about to use them, so I can show you this one. And I'll use this one for kind of everyday, as an everyday mascara. I'm not as crazy about these ones as some other ones, but I could see how the tapered end could help you get to the smaller lashes on the edges. I might actually use this one for lower lash line during the month of December. And then I had such a reaction when I opened this in the train case. I knew it was in there, but just to see it was awesome. This is a full size, so this is 10 ml of a Monsieur BIG, which is right now my favorite mascara. And here it is. Here's the mascara wand. And it's a little bit, it's not really hourglass. I remembered it being hourglass, but apparently not. It is a mascara that I really, really like. And I will be using this one quite a bit over the month of December. And what a treat to be using my favorite mascara as a brand new focus in the month of December. It feels like such a treat. Finally, the 2 face palettes that came with the train case. Now I have eight holiday palettes that I had just introduced yesterday, 3 face palettes, and then 5 eyeshadow palettes, although one of them is a crossover between the two. But I'm going to be incorporating this face palette as well because I want to try it. So it is a cool toned palette, whereas the majority of the palettes that I chose, actually all of them tend to the warm side. So I think this is going to be good. I'm very curious because 3 of the 4 powders in here, and I will swatch them now that I know I'm going to be using them right away, 3 of the 4 have shimmer in them, and I think that this is really the right time of year to use these because I don't know if I would use a ton of shimmery stuff the rest of the year, but definitely for special occasions I don't have as much of an issue. And the highlighters look bam. I think I'm going to end up putting those on the eye really, but let's take a look. So here are again the 4, and here they are on my hand from as they appear on the pan. So you'll see, I think, that there's only one that does not have shimmer in it. Although the third one, yeah, these 2 have quite a bit of shimmer too. So here are the last 2. Hopefully you can see the shimmer in it. So there's only this one that doesn't really have any shimmer in it. Has a little bit, but it's not as overpowering. And this darker one, let's see here. This is a very deep highlighter. So I think I might be able to pull it off as a topper on my bronzer. But this is this third one is definitely a pretty powerful highlighter. So I don't know if you can see it next to my face, what it would look like. It's got oomph for sure. I do like the fact that they have the second blush that is a little bit more toned down. It's almost, I think I could get away with it for every day as well, not just evening looks. But that highlighter, that gold highlighter has has some impact. I could even see it as an inner corner, like an inner lid, inner corner on the eye. I think that might look really good. Okay, so that's the face palette. I had not swatched it. I had not touched it when I first opened the train case, so this is kind of our first foray into it. And now this eyeshadow palette is the second last in this whole set. The only thing to show you is the black kohl liner, which I will in a little bit. And this is a cool set of eyeshadows, as in cool toned. They're cool too, but they're cool toned. And I picked the cool toned set specifically because I really don't have many cool toned palettes, and I really wanted to start using more cool tone because I think I can actually get away with both. So we will see with these shades. There seem to be 2 mattes, a couple that seem to be going toward the glitter, and 1 satin or 2 satin finishes. Let's just find out. I'm going to swatch from left top down to the end so that I go from lightest, pretty much lightest to darkest shades-ish. So let's start with these 2. I'm going to go straight on the arm. I think we can see them. So here are the first 2, 1 and 2. Very light colors. All right, let's get to the next one. They're very buttery shades. Actually, I'm going to take whatever residue here and try to build up the color a tiny bit. Very, very, they're not powdery. They're definitely, I would say they're buttery. Okay, so there's the first 2. I'm going to show you again when I bring up the third and fourth color. So let's try this. Oh, wow. Kind of chunky, but smooth at the same time. It's weird. I'm going to go back into this one. I had trouble picking it up on my finger, but it seems to swatch okay. Okay. Here is number 3 and number 4, just in comparison to the other two. So these two guys I just swatched. Now we're going to go into the silver and blue. And those are the ones where I'm really curious to see what it's going to look like on my eye. I have a blue from the Jean-Michel Basquiat that ended up looking so good compared to what I thought it would look like on my eye that I'm not scared of blues anymore. And that really showed up in my favorite shade from the palette. I think I have a blue fixation right now. Oh, I like the silver. And it's so nice there's a silver and a gold. It just makes sense for the holidays. Whew, they're very shiny. Let me just build them up a little bit more. Okay, I can get behind these colors. The silver and the blue, and the silver and the gold. You can see how they kind of go together. So far, so good. I'm okay with these. All right, so let's go with the last two shades, which is looks like a matte gray, and then a sparkly black. And the sparkly black looks like it has purple in it. Now, a lot of folks are not big on having a sparkly black. That much I know. Okay, so gray. Oh, the gray's pretty smooth for a matte. I'm okay with that. My swatch is horrible, but I've never professed myself to be a good swatcher. Oh, I don't mind this black at all. Although I would probably use a glitter glue. I would not trust it. I don't want those sparkles all over my face. All right, so here are the last two. The gray and the sparkly black. So here are all the shades one more time. There we go. Okay, so once again, this palette. All right, I think that this is going to be a good complement to the other palettes I have. There really are very few shades in here that are overlap with the palettes that I've chosen for the holiday season. So I think I'll have a chance to try this palette and the face palette along with the other eyeshadow palettes that I decided to use during the month of December. So I think I'll have a really good idea for what I think of the Lancôme, and it's kind of nice to be able to compare contrast to other formulas that I'll be using. And last but not least, I will be using the black kohl liner. It is called 602 Black Ebony. It does not say waterproof, nothing, so I am guessing it will not stain the waterline. I will try it anyway, but just to remind you what this looks like, I'll put it right in between the colors on the face for the face palette. It feels very buttery. It doesn't look like it's going to be hard to apply at all. And I am going to just let it sit here for a second and see if it moves around at all. And I'm really curious for the eyeshadows. I think I want to do a bit of a wipe test to see if they move around. I love that Jen Loves Reviews does these wipe tests, so I feel like doing the same. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have a trusty towel and we've got the swatches. Let me just do a wipe test here. See what happens. All right, well, we have some colors that have managed to stay on. The mattes stayed the best. Yeah, the mattes are the ones that stuck around. So we've got the kind of nude color, we have the bluish gray, and then we have the black. The sparkles are gone, but the base of the black is still there. There's a little bit of shimmer from the gold and the silver, but they're mostly gone. Okay, good to know. So there is some staying power for these shades, again, especially for the mattes. Very cool. All right, and let's do the same thing for the face palette since I've got this, this right here. So let's wipe off the face palette stuff. So the face palette had more staying power. So the highlighters and the blush you can still see not too badly. Hopefully you can see some of the color. And then yeah, that kohl pencil doesn't look like it's gonna stay worth beans. Now I didn't really give it a chance to set, but I don't have high hopes. I mean, if I get delighted, fantastic, but I don't expect to have that happen. So a lot of lip products. I've got 3 full size, I've got 4 mini as far as lipsticks, and then 4 lacquers. Oh, and I did not mention on my hand when I was wiping off the lacquers, when I was washing my hand, the lacquers seemed to have a decent amount of stain, which I did not think because they really weren't drying down. It looks like they have some ability to stain the lip a little bit, which means that you would hold the color on a little bit longer even though they're not a dry down formula. So I thought I would mention that as well. So all those lip products, a couple of face palettes, a couple mascaras, a black liner. I think that this is not a bad amount of product to try out Lancôme, and then coupling that train case with the couple of products that I have, the dual finish in Buff 2 and the loose powder in 100, I think is great. There's only one more item from Lancôme that I will be using, and it's not makeup and it's not skincare. So what might it be? And it looks like this. And it smells like, it smells kind of like a typical kind of grown-up perfume, but it has a little bit of playfulness to it, kind of a playfulness that I really like from my favorite perfume, which is Mon Guerlain, which I also have right back here. This is my favorite perfume. So I'm also going to be trying out the Lancôme fragrance. So I'm really excited to be trying this out. Now it's a very different bottle from what I'm used to seeing. It's really strange that they don't have the name on the bottle, but anyway, it is a Lancôme mini, it is a Lancôme fragrance, and I thought it was good to do a fragrance at the same time as the makeup to kind of do a whole beauty envelope of everything we would put on before we head out the door to someplace special. So anyway, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this introduction to the Lancôme products I'll be using this December. If you have any thoughts or comments, please leave them down below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.